All right, there, kiddos. Massive anxiety, massive anxiety right now. Okay, but in reality, this is an obsessive compulsive disorder win. Okay, I forgot my work shoes. How is that a win? Okay, because the good news is that I forgot my work shoes. That means that the medication is actually working because I'm not obsessively counting and checking to make sure I have everything. You see, there was a time when I obsessively, compulsively checked on things. I mean, it was ridiculous. And let me just share that there's obsessive compulsive disorder, and then there's obsessive compulsive personality disorder, or just obsessive compulsive personality, period. Okay, people with obsessive compulsive personality don't, and you can look this up, they don't really have anxiety about it. They're neat and orderly. They like everything's neat and orderly. That's kind of what that is. The disorder is counting and rituals and checking and like hand washing. I don't have the hand washing one. I got this other one where I'm just constantly checking things, mostly to make sure that like cords aren't being exposed or this kind of thing. Tomorrow or tonight when I get home, I'm going to take you through my whole ritual that I go through before I leave the house. And so when I got here and I realized that I'd forgot my shoes, I was like, seriously. And what could happen if I allowed it to happen is it could set off the whole thing to go over again. Well, you better start counting and checking again because you forgot your shoes. But I told myself this is part of my own therapy because I wanted to cure myself. I'll never be cured, but I can be helped. As I told myself, it is better to lose something or forget something or misplace something than it is to count and check over and over and over for something. It's just much better to just lose it. But still, when I do make a mistake, I do freak out. But not as much as I used to freak out. Because, see, when I used to check everything 100 times, I would still, because I'm a human, I'd still forget something or do something wrong, right? And I would really have a tantrum. I'd really just have a nuclear breakdown in private. I didn't do it. Well, one time I did it in front of a friend. We'll go into that later. I have told that story before. But anyway, I just got to tell myself, this is a win. This is not the end of the world. And in fact, you know what's really cool? I go into our lost and found, our overflow, and I find some shoes. They're actually slippers, but they're also shoes. I find some shoes that are exactly my size that match my outfit. I mean, so that's awesome. But I mean, when I realized I forgot my shoes, you guys, I was just like, oh, and last week, by mistake, I left one of the space heaters on. I couldn't believe it when I got home. I mean, that's part of my routine, checking this shit, But I only check it once. The rule is you check it once and you move on. So anyway, you guys, thanks for being there and whatnot. And I'm still kind of freaking out, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay.